Diecast Nerds is a channel devoted to the teen to adult toy collector, pop culture fans, and fellow nerd enthusiasts. This is a PG-13 channel. I might say some shit. Viewer and parental discretion is advised. Hello to all of you, my hooligans. I was just excited about setting up. Welcome to a new edition of Diecast Nerds Galactic Hooligan Halloween Specials. And I'm really excited to actually bring you something. But first, it's that time of year, right? So I'm going to take a couple of days off and everything. And I'm actually going to leave it over to Dr. Demon. You know, there's no denying he's gonna find some way to club me over the head or trick me in some way, shape, or form. So I have my own lament configuration here and everything. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to transform this guy into his auto mode, you know, and then let's see what actually happens. Anyway, I'm gonna keep on doing this. I'm scared. You know, hold on. Let me just. I'm just gonna try to do this really quick before. No, I can hear it. I can feel it happening already. Just a little more before it all happens. Oh my God, it's happening. It's happening! No! Yes! Slippery fucker. Haha, that's a good take. Are you okay back there, Norbs?
Help! He's locked me away in the closet! And he's playing
Good
country
stuff.
music! Help!
And now let's take a trip all the way down into the fiery depths. We've all been here before, but it's been a little bit more improved, you know? We have the usual suspects over here. It's good to see Ghost Rider and Pinhead. I see your daughter has made it. You must be proud. There goes Evil Nightcrawler and Beast. Armadillo, when are you gonna get your chance? Oh, Batman, for some reason. He's a billionaire, I guess. I don't know. Are they intrinsically evil? Sometimes, but let's see here. Oh, the ghost of Tony Stark. You know, everybody keeps on forgetting that he was an arms dealer. You know? And that's why he belongs here! Now, who is Ghost Rider going to take into the pits? First off, I want to give a big thanks to Nisha Haynes, who has actually supplied me with this microphone right over here. This should actually make a big improvement on Norbs's videos and everything. So thank you so much for what you actually did. He can't thank you enough. I know that he can't thank you enough, but you know he's locked in the closet now. So how you doing in there, Norbs? I found the remote control. Crafty bastard! No, don't worry, I'll figure that out soon enough. But anyway, today we are actually going to finish setting up, and just as I plug myself over here, today we're gonna take a look at a hellish fiend. His name is Wheelie. He belongs in hell more than any other bot. His rhyming scheme leaves me mean. you know? Anyway, so there goes the back of the box over here where you'll see Wheelie and his slingshot, his car mode. So let's take a look at Wheelie. And you aren't seeing the back of the box or anything because I put the box back there where it can burn in the pits. But let's check out Wheelie here. Just horrible little thing. You know what? Truth be told, I kind of like him because he's evil. Look at this. He's just like a little car, a little kitty car, you know? It's actually kind of okay. I'm not really that. I mean, I'm actually between being a peculiar fan of this as far as like torture devices are actually concerned. But one thing that I really hate on this thing is the fact that we can actually see his hands. I think this would have actually turned out so much better if not for that little eyesore over there, you know? Kind of like reminds me of like the old Superman cars back in like the 50s or the 60s or 70s and everything, where they actually had the fist poking out of it and everything, you know? I don't know, like it's actually okay though. It rolls pretty nicely, you know, so that's actually nice. It's actually kind of like put in with pins over here, which I think is actually nice. Not any back here though, so the rolling ability is actually much more hindered over here, but over here it's like a dream, and I don't understand why they would actually just like put in friction pegs right over here as opposed to pins and everything. Like it would have actually been nice if they went all the way. And Norb says that, you know, sometimes Hasbro fucks up, and they do, because like these hands are just probably the only eyesore over here. But aside from that, it's okay. It's an eggy kind of thing, you know? In comparison, he's very much the Legends or Core class kind of figure and everything. And then here we go with his Titans Returns version, which I think is actually a nicer, sleeker car, you know? Like in auto mode, he's actually pretty okay and everything if he were able to hold in together a lot better and everything. I still want to get the Japanese version of this because they did so much more work with it. With this one, you can actually put like a Titans Returns figure in here and everything as a driver, so that's actually always really nice, you know? That's actually a great feature. With this one, not so much, but let's check out where you can actually store his weapon, because if we go into the pit, we can actually find his weapon right over here, which is like a little itty bitty slingshot, and that's actually okay. And if you actually really wanted to store it someplace, you could store it right in the peg, right in the back of the car and everything, and it will fall off. That being said, it's not the best weapon or weapon storage or anything, although Wheelie should actually have his slingshot, and I'm glad that he actually came with this. But you know, like it could have actually been held. It could actually be held anywhere, really. Like if you wanted to, you could actually put it in his hand over here, which makes it completely suck a little bit more. But that's Wheelie, you know. So there we go. So let me just give you a couple of like the other comparison, so you actually see him with his Titans Return figure. That's actually really nice. And here we go with my favorite Wheelie, which is still despicable, but he's still my favorite Wheelie, and that's GDO Wheelie here. Which is actually very nice, made off of the jazz mold, so that's really nice and everything. So if you actually wanted to have like a Wheelie and then his upgraded self, there you go. And if you actually wanted to give Wheelie another size comparison, here he is with Daniel. I haven't found the Spike character yet, and I don't really know if I'm going to get that figure at all, because, you know, of all the yellowing and tarnishing and everything like that, it just kind of brings me down, you know? But like this will probably be like the only one that I'll actually get. I may like think about like getting the DNA upgrades for this and everything, just so I can actually have like a really cool Daniel figure and everything. But yeah, this isn't actually so bad. So let's get you into transformation. Transformation for this is evil. So all you want to do is just open this up right over here, bring his arms to the side. Then we actually want to separate this piece right over here from the front cockpit. It is kind of a rough ride to like actually kind of separate that and everything, but once you actually do, you can bring this down a bit, we can separate it over here at the legs and bring these leg pieces to the side. See, there are some hinges that are actually right over here and over here. And then we'll rotate his leg and bring his feet out. There we go. And now we'll bring all of this up over here and then open this up. And then there goes his head. So his miserable head can go all the way down. And then you just want to lock this in over here. And, horrible. Oh, and unclick this. And unclick his arms over here. And, if there was ever a face for pure torment, it's Wheelie! Nah! Look at this guy. He's horrible in every single way. Look at that smiling face. Hold on, let me just bring you in a little bit closer on this guy. He's despicable. Horrible. It's rancid even. Let's take you all around here. Just the worst. Probably the most evil character ever created. Oh my god, horrors! I'm gonna have nightmares all night. But really, he's not so bad. You know, his articulation goes like this. He actually has a 360 right over here, uninhibited. He can look up. He can sort of look down. You know, he actually does have like this little hinge right over here. His face is actually nice though. And he can actually do a 360 right over here, uninhibited. He can go all the way out. He actually has 90 degrees right on his elbow over here, and you bring it over here and it locks in, so that's actually kind of nice. You know, his hands are actually here. They don't have any movement whatsoever. I really wish that they found a way to make the hands go on the inside of this or something, so that you could actually have a cleaner transformation. No waist swivel whatsoever or anything like that, but you have articulation right over here. This can actually go in and out, so you could actually kind of like maybe manipulate that in a way where he actually does have some waist articulation, so that's not too bad. He actually has a full kick out. He has a full kick, well, almost a full kick if it wasn't for his skirts right over, for his skirt right on the back, and knee bend right over here, really a good 90 degree crunch, over 90 degree crunch right over there, so that's nice. He can actually go down and up on his feet right over here, so he does come with dorsiflexion, no ankle pivot or anything, so he's Wheelie is actually a very okay articulated figure. He's not bad, and I thought that this would have actually bothered me a lot more, because when I saw him in pictures, this was the eyesore for me, but really, when you actually have him in hand, he's not bad. And I will say that I have actually really rather enjoyed transferring him back and forth and everything. You know, it kind of like reminds me of like what everybody keeps on talking about getting into the Legends class figures and everything, and they're all like, oh, it's great engineering, good stuff, but I really want to get into it. And then all of a sudden, New Age's Jetfire actually came out, and I gotta have that figure, but is it worth the price, you know? Anyway, let's look at this. Let's see. He actually has this goofy smiling face. It's not really so bad. I'm gonna give you some comparisons in a second, but he actually has that. Lots of great detailing right over here. I like the fact that they actually put his Autobot symbol right over here with an unopening chest. Really, really nice. The one thing that I actually have on mine is I actually have like a lot of QC issues with the back window, but what are you gonna do? You know, it's Hasbro. You know, it's kind of like sometimes you actually have to synonymously get a figure and then all of a sudden fix it at the same time. It is what it is at this moment and everything, but good orange right over here, not as much in the way of color breakups or anything like that, so it's not so bad. And then we actually have these legs. That's actually kind of nice and everything. He actually has like his feet, so all in all, he's really not a bad character or anything like that, and I've actually kind of grown fond of him. as far as his weapon is concerned, you can actually take a slingshot and put it in his fist right over here, which is actually kind of nice, and you can pose him in slingshot poses and that sort of thing. It's really nice. It's actually kind of like a Peasley little weapon and everything, you know. It actually can hold right in his hand right over here, and you know, it's actually kind of cool. It's actually nice that Wheelie's finally coming with his slingshot, you know. So that's actually great. So let's take you to comparison. Now I'll give you the evil Wheelie with Daniel, Titans Returns Wheelie, and Transformers GDO Wheelie. Does Wheelie belong with you? No! No! But, you know, he does might if you actually like Wheelie enough and everything. You know, like, he's actually really not bad. I mean, I still think he actually belongs in the pits over here. In fact, we're just gonna get him in Ghost Rider's Hell Cycle over here for his ride. Where are we going, Wheelie? Ha ha ha! We have such sights to show you. Wheelie say, I might die today. Maybe you will, Wheelie. Maybe you will. So Wheelie might not be the best, but he's absolutely not the worst. I actually say I like him almost better than Iguanus, and that's saying something right there. Anyway, so there we go. There goes Wheelie. Take it for what it is. And yeah, if you actually see him, maybe you should buy him. He really isn't so bad or anything like that. He doesn't like have that thing where he actually tilts over as much as say like Titans Returns Wheelie over here. But I did enhance my Titans Returns Wheelie with the actual face that actually came from the Wheelie that came with Slag. You know, so like that actually added a lot into this figure. For this one, he actually really comes like really with all the charm of like Wheelie's old face and everything. Kind of looks like he actually steps out of the animation. Not the rest of his body though, so take that for what it is. But as far as Wheelie should be concerned, he must burn into the pits, just like any other Wheelie. I hope you enjoyed this review. I enjoyed giving it, and who else is actually going to be up to be in the pits and the flames? First of 2 reviews. Now, who else should I review? Tony?